Oh, hello there! Would you like to hear a story? Come a little closer. Don't be scared. Oh, come on. Sit next to me. Is this weird? I feel like this is a little weird, so get up. Let me introduce myself. I am I. I decided to tell a story that's near and dear to my heart. Something traumatizing. The time I was almost kidnapped. So, it's all started one day with a walk. I decided that I wanted to go on a walk, so I obviously left my house with obviously phone because I am a safe person. So, just generally walking around, and I noticed something. I noticed that there was a truck, and I kept seeing it even as I was turning around corners and stuff. So this freaked me out, like totally freaked me out. So I was like, okay, I'll just continue to turn around many corners, so that they won't follow me anymore. And they kept following me. And eventually, this guy stuck his head out of the side of the window, and this is when I was like, I noped out of the situation, and I just started booking it home. And of course the guy, he pulls over his car, and he jumps out of the car and starts chasing me. Now, I am not a fast person, so he caught me, and he threw me in the back of his truck. And as I was freaking out, I came to the sudden realization that there's someone else here. He was a guy, and he was pretty short, and he was wearing a lot of green, and like a top hat, and he had red hair, like a beard, but he was very short. And I was totally freaking out, and since the guy who kidnapped both of us was driving and he couldn't like really see us that well, I was like, okay, I'm gonna try and call my mom. But I didn't have any cell service. Of course I didn't. This was when I realized something. The man sitting next to me was a leprechaun. This guy had kidnapped me and a leprechaun. A leprechaun. He was a monster! But I figured out that since leprechauns are magical creatures, we could get out somehow. I told him this, and he was surprised. He was like, oh, duh. So he started to cut a hole in the truck with his leprechaun laser eyes, and the side of the truck fell off onto the road, which is very dangerous, mind you. So, I obviously leap out elegantly. I did some spins in there. It was very traumatizing, but I turn around, and this is when both me and my leprechaun friend realized that there was another kidnapper in the back of the truck, and he grabbed my leprechaun buddy before he could jump out, and then they rode off into the distance and over a cliff. And I never saw my leprechaun buddy again. I hope to this day that he made it out. He got out of the falling truck, and he's living with his leprechaun buddies. But I just wanted to remind you that this story is in fact 100% true, and very traumatizing. So now I bid you adieu.